Welcome to part 5 of module 1 in the Digital Health Foundation course for nursing. So, welcome to part 5. I'm Brigadier Vandana Agnihotri. I'm the Principal College of Nursing, Armed Forces Medical College, Pune, with 36 years of my experience in the teaching field, where I have covered almost all the colleges under the armed forces, be it Navy or Army or Air Force. In this session, where we have covered the initial foundational concepts which we have explored in part 4, we will move on to the application focused content in our part 5. Now we'll be beginning by examining the applications of computer technology in nursing, specifically how digital tools are transforming education, clinical practice, administrative efficiency, and research within the nursing profession. We will also delve into the use of computers in nursing research, covering the core areas such as conducting literature reviews, digital data collection methods, and an introduction to statistical analysis using the basic software tools. So, we have now completed the section on good practices in using computers. Let's move forward. Topic on applications of computer technology in nursing. Before we dive deeper into the applications of computer technology in nursing, let's take a moment to reflect. How can computer based tools enhance your ability to teach, assess, and support your students more efficiently? So, take a moment to consider your thoughts and note them down. Let's now explore how the computer technology is transforming the nursing profession in today's healthcare landscape. Computer technology has become indispensable. It touches nearly every aspect of nursing, whether it is area, clinical care, nursing education, administration, or communication. Computers, they support a wide range of essential functions. These include managing the electronic medical records, administering medication safely, monitoring the patients in the real time, scheduling appointments, and coordinating care among the teams. All of these lead to enhanced safety and greater efficiency in the care delivery. Moreover, technology plays a pivotal role in nursing education, training, research, and hospital operations, helping nurses stay updated and competent. When integrated thoughtfully into the routine nursing practice, computer tools they enable the delivery of high quality, timely, and patient centered care while also encouraging continuous professional growth and institutional improvement. So, in an essence, computers are not just tools, they are enablers of better nursing outcomes. So, building on what we have just discussed, let's quickly see the four core areas where the computer technology is actively supporting the nursing profession. This is the nursing education, nursing practice, nursing administration, and nursing research. We'll be going into details of each one of them. So let's begin with nursing educations. So to begin this lesson planning and presentations, they help the nurses create and deliver a content effectively by using the slides, videos, and the digital tools. Next, we have the simulation based training, which provides the nursing students with hands on experience in a safe and controlled virtual environment. These simulations mirror real life clinical scenarios, are used in settings like the Digital Health Lab under Digital Health Foundation course like nursing, building both skills and confidence before the students enter the actual clinical practice. The interactive and virtual teaching platforms such as the smart boards, Zoom, and YouTube, they have revolutionized the teaching methods. They allow students and educators to deliver remote lectures, conduct live demonstrations, and enable the student participation from virtually anywhere, making learning more flexible and accessible. And we saw this use during the COVID era, where all the classes and lectures were on this mode. Digital assessments are now widely adopted, especially in standardized tests like NOTSET, which is conducted by AIMS, all the computer based exams, the entrance exams of the NEET or for the nursing or the Maharashtra CET, all are these computer based tests, and they ensure efficiency, scalability, and instant feedback for both learners and instructors. Lastly, access to the learning resources is now easier than ever. With digital libraries, online journals, and student information systems, nurses can access up to date scientific literature, manage the student records securely, and support lifelong learning. Together, these digital innovations are reshaping the future of the nursing education. Here's an exciting fact to reflect on. Did you know that the simulation based learning in nursing is no longer limited to the traditional mannequins? With advancements in artificial intelligence, as we are now AI powered virtual patients and they can interact with the learner in the real time. These digital patients they simulate lifelike clinical scenarios, allowing the nurses to practice decision making, critical thinking, and patient communication all from a computer or a tablet. Thus, now let's look at the use of computer technology in the nursing practice. In modern healthcare, the nurses are relying on a wide array of computer technologies to deliver efficient, accurate, and high quality care. And these tools they touch every stage of patient interaction, right from the registration till the discharge. So let's consider two impactful examples. The first, which we use, is Hospital Management Information System, abbreviated as HMIS, which helps the nurses to streamline the workflows, manage the beds, record vital signs, and access the lab results in a real time. Whereas the second, as you can see on the slide, also telenursing. This technologies they supports the video consultations, virtual follow-ups, and health education, particularly valuable for rural and underserved communities. And this shows that how this can help in further documentation of a remote area, reducing the manual workload and improving the communication and support more timely patient centered care across the settings. Now, let's see the use of computer technology in the nursing administration. Nursing administration is one of the most critical areas where the computer technology creates a tangible value. Administrative efficiency, streamlined communication, and data driven decision making are all supported through the digital tools. Let's see one by one. The first important one is the patient information system. These are centralized digital systems. They manage the patient care right from the time of the admission to the ward till the discharge, reducing the errors and improving the efficiency. The next is the interdepartmental coordination. That this digital systems they enable the seamless collaboration between the departments, whether it's between the nursing, pharmacy, or a diagnostic. It ensures the smooth handoffs and continuity of the care. And lastly, it is a quality assurance and it supports tracking of the staff performances and making the patient safety more better and reserved and aiding in audits and quality improvements. Overall, these tools they allow the nurse administrators to shift from paper based systems to smart, streamlined and proactive healthcare management. Now, let's look the computer technology in the nursing research. These computers they enhance accuracy, speed and credibility in the nursing research, supporting the evidence-based practice. First of all, it helps us in identifying the research problem. The computers they help us to analyze the trends, the data, and the gaps in the clinical practice, which helps the nurses to frame meaningful research questions. Next, it helps us in the literature review. Literature because it facilitates the quick accesses and organization of evidence-based resources from the credible databases. And last, it helps us in data analysis and reporting. So the tools which are there for helping us for data collection and entry, they are like Google Forms. It's so easy to make the form and even on mobile that can be shared and the data can be collected. Then there are RedCaps and EpiInfo streamlines the data gathering. And ultimately, the last it helps us is the data analysis and reporting, which is greatly enhanced software such as SPSS and Excel. And these they tools they help us not only to process the data statistically, but also to visualize the findings for the easier interpretations and presentations. So here you can see we will be having such more details in the previous and in the next coming slides also we will be seeing in depth. So let's take a quick pause and check whether you have understood what we have dealt today. So, with that, we have completed our discussion on the applications of computer technology in nursing, covering how it enhances the education, practice, administration, and research. Now, let's move on to the final segment of this module, that is computer technology in nursing research. So let's see the computer technology in nursing research, how it is helping us. But before we explore the specific tools which are used in nursing research, let's pause for a moment of reflection. How can computer based tools strengthen your ability to search literature, collect data, and analyze results more effectively? Take a moment to reflect and jot down your thoughts. As you jot down your thoughts, this will help you to connect with the content more personally as we move forward. Now, let's dive into how computer technology is shaping the future of nursing research. So, the use of computer technology in nursing research. There are the three key areas which are being shown as it empowers the nurses to carry out research more effectively and thoroughly, contributing to the better patient outcomes and advancing the nursing practice. So, the first, it helps us in literature review and research planning. Second, it helps us in data collection and entry. And third, it is the statistical analysis and reporting. So these components, they form the backbone of our evidence-based practice, helping the nurses drive meaningful change in the patient care and health systems. So we'll be taking and exploring these each of these areas. So, this section, we will be focusing on how computer technology facilitates the early stages of research, specifically literature review and planning. So, let's look at how computer technology transforms the way literature reviews and research planning are conducted in nursing. The computer technology plays a crucial role in conducting the literature reviews by allowing the researchers to access the online databases, journals, and digital libraries quickly and efficiently. The search engines like Google Scholar, tools like PubMed and Cochrane Library, they help in locating the relevant and credible research articles at the same time referencing the software such as Mendeley or EndNote. They allows the researchers to organize citations systematically and save time in manuscript preparations. So additionally, digital planning tools, they support the creation of timelines, logic models, and research protocols, helping the nursing researchers identify the gaps in current knowledge and establish clear research objectives. So, this streamlines the early stages of research and ensures a strong foundation for the study design. Now, let us explore the key digital tools for the literature review. The computer technology enables the nursing students to conduct structured literature reviews and design the research efficiently. The tools which we require, first of all, let's look at search engines. The platforms like Google Scholar, Semantic Scholar, these platforms they offer access to the peer-reviewed articles, theses, and academic conferences papers. They allow you to filter results using the keywords, track the citations, and sort the content based on relevance, saving the significant time during the evidence gathering. Second, we have online research databases. The tools, as we mentioned earlier, as PubMed, Sinhal, Cochrane Library, and Shodhganga, they offer access to a biomedical and nursing research. Many features which are with the advanced filters like Boolean and Mesh, they help us to refine the search, and in a short time we are able to get exact topic which we are looking for into collecting the data. Some are free like PubMed and all, while others they require institutional access. In coming on to the other tools which are there for requiring for referencing the softwares, they are tools like Mendeley and Zotero, which helps the nursing students organize citations and auto-generate references list in the formats like APA or Vancouver. They reduce the citation errors, improve consistency, and speed up the manuscript writing. And the last which we checking tools which we call it as copying from the others, that is plagiarism. So these platforms such as Grammarly, Turnitin, Quickytext, and Skibber and the copy leaks, they help to ensure originality by detecting unintentional plagiarism. And some tools also support grammar checks and citation guidance, improving the overall quality of submissions. And just to add, you should all know that only 15 to 20% of plagiarism is permitted in any research article. The last, which helps us in helping in the literature review, is our research writing and the planning tools. This digital platforms, which are available like Typeset.io, they help to format the research papers as per the journal standards. The tools such as available Skyspace, Ref and Write, PubMed, Mesh, and TypePDP assist in explaining the research, refining the writing, using the structured terms, and citing the resources. These tools they support nurses throughout the writing process, starting from the study design to the submission. As highlighted in the box, you can see this integration of all these digital tools. They allow the nursing professionals to conduct literature reviews with greater depth, originality, and professionalism, laying the foundation for credible, impactful research. Before we move on to the next topic, here's an interesting fact that truly highlights the power of digital tools in research. Did you know that PubMed, one of the most widely used online databases in healthcare, adds over 1 million new citations every year? That's nearly 2 citations every minute. For the nursing professionals, this means that we have a continuous influx of latest research, evidence, and insights right at our fingertips. Now, let's move how this next critical phase of the research process, that data collection and entry, where the computer technology offers unparalleled support in ensuring the speed, accuracy, and consistency. Here, as you can see in this slide, we are going to explore how the computer technology is helping us in data collection and entry. The digital tools like Google Forms, which I mentioned earlier, the RedCap and EpiInfo, they allow the researchers to begin smart, customizable data entry forms with built-in logic checks and real-time validation. This reduces the manual errors and enhances the accuracy from the point of data capture. Moreover, the EMRs, that is electronic medical records, the sensor-based devices, and the mobile health tools, they streamline data entry directly at the bedside or in the field, improving the efficiency and fidelity of data collection. By automating these processes, the technology helps the nurses save time, enhance data quality, and focus more on the analysis of meaningful insights rather than manual documentation. So let us see that how this computer assisted data collection is helping us in our research. So these digital tools, which we are going to see for the data collection, starting with the Google Forms, the Microsoft Forms, and the Excel, they are widely accessible and ideal for creating the basic service, capturing the initial data, and performing preliminary analysis. Their ease of use makes them specially suitable for quick deployment in both academic and the clinical settings. Next is the Open Data Kit, ODK, which is an open source platform for mobile field data collection, ideal for the rural or the remote areas. The next is AVNI, which is supports the programmatic data tracking in resource limited settings. Its flexibility makes it preferred tool for the community level service, delivering and monitoring, and especially in the NGOs and the government health initiatives. The last, the REDCap, that is a research electronic data capture. It's a secure, customizable platform, especially built for the research data collection. So by leveraging these tools, we can have the nursing professionals can improve their data quality, ensure compliance, and accelerate the insights for the evidence-based decision making. EpiInfo, which was developed by the CDC, is widely used for the epidemiological studies, and it supports everything from survey creation to mobile data entry and statistical analysis, making it a reliable tool for the public health nurses conducting the field research. Additionally, we have the mobile apps and the tablets which enable the real time data capture at the point of care or during the research activities which we have been carrying out in the remote areas. And these digital tools, they ensure accurate data input without delays or transcription errors, critical for time sensitive healthcare interventions. And to bring this life, it imagine a nurse at a periphery at a tertiary care hospital using REDCap to track the patient reported outcomes in the diabetes studies. So this platform sends automatic reminders and logs the OPD follow up entries in the real time, streamlining the data capture and improving the compliance. Now, building on the data collection tools we have just discussed, the next critical step is ensuring efficient and structured data entry into the digital research system. Once information is gathered, whether through field surveys, bedside observations, or it has been through the mobile app, nurses must ensure that this data is accurately entered into platforms that support clinical and research workflows. The first one is electronic medical records, which are particularly useful here as they enable nurses to input the data during care delivery itself. When integrated with research protocols, EMRs can auto populate the necessary study fields, reducing the duplication and saving time. Similarly, HMIS, which we call it as Hospital Management Information System, is a offer a structured modules to record the vitals, the lab results, and medication data, streamlining the research participation within the hospital systems. Lastly, the sensor-based devices such as wearables and monitors, they now directly feed physiological data like heart rate and oxygen saturation into dashboards, eliminating the manual entry errors and making real-time monitoring possible. So together these tools they create a seamless pipeline from the patient interaction to the structured analyzable data, enhancing both care and research outcomes. To further strengthen the data accuracy and streamline workflows, additional digital tools are now widely adopted in the healthcare research. The barcode scanning and radio frequency identification, which we shortly call it as RFID, they help the nurses avoid manual entry errors by automatically identifying the patient samples, medications, and equipments, especially critical in clinical trials or studies involving multiple variables. Moreover, real-time dashboards and audit trials they empower the nurses to track the completeness and integrity of data as it is being entered. And these platforms not only flag inconsistencies but also ensure that each action is logged for compliance and retrospective review. Such technologies enable the nurses to focus more on the patient care and clinical insights while ensuring that the research data collected is robust, traceable, and audit ready. And you can see on the slides, this is a dashboard which is shown in the of the hospital dashboard. Now, we will be seeing the computer technology in the statistical analysis and reporting. In modern nursing research, the ability to analyze data accurately is as critical as collecting it. The computer technology enables the nurses to conduct powerful statistical analysis through the specialized tools which are designed to handle large data sets and deliver actionable insights. As you can see, five most important ones are listed on the slide. That is Excel, SPSS, RStudio, SAS, and Jamovi. In modern nursing research, this will help us ultimately to reliability of the findings and empower the nurses to make informed, evidence-based decisions, and more importantly, to communicate these results clearly and effectively. The key digital tools for the statistical analysis and reporting, we will be quickly seeing the tools like Excel, SPSS, RStudio, SAS, and Jamovi. They allow the nurses to analyze collected data, generate the visual insights, and translate these findings into actionable conclusions. The Microsoft Excel, which is one of the most widely used accessible tool in this domain. It offers built-in formulas for averages, standard deviations, t-tests, and various chart types. Nurses can use Excel to perform the basic statistical functions, organize the data, and create a meaningful visualization. For example, in an infection control audit, a nurse might track monthly hospital acquired infections using this Excel. They could use line charts and pivot tables to identify the infection trends and communicate insights to the hospital team. Now let's look at the SPSS, that is Statistical Package for the Social Sciences. It is a powerful tool commonly used in the health research, particularly for descriptive and inferential statistics. Its graphical interface is user friendly and does not require programming knowledge, making it especially accessible to the nurses. For instance, imagine a nurse researcher investigating patient satisfaction after discharge. Using SPSS, they can input survey responses and run analysis to calculate averages, explore trends, and identify the patterns in follow up care. With SPSS, even nurses unfamiliar with coding can conduct meaningful statistical evaluations with confidence. Here's an interesting fact to note. SPSS was first developed in 1968. That's over 5 decades ago. Despite the passage of time, it remains one of the most trusted and widely used statistical tool in healthcare research. One of the key reasons for its continued popularity is its point and click interface. Unlike other platforms that require coding, SPSS allows researchers, especially those from the non technical backgrounds, to perform robust statistical analysis with ease. This makes it highly accessible and particularly valuable for the nurse researchers with limited programming experience. Let's now explore the two powerful tools which are used for the advanced data analysis in the healthcare. The first one is R programming and the second one is SAS, that is Statistical Analysis System. R programming, R is an open source software that's highly regarded in academic and clinical research. Although it requires coding skills, it offers unmatched flexibility for the complex statistical analysis and visualization. For instance, in a diabetes study, a nurse may use R to clean large databases, apply logistic regression, and visualize trends like HbA1c levels across the different groups. On the other hand, SAS, that is Statistical Analysis System, is widely adopted for large scale studies and clinical trials. Known for its robustness and regularity compliance, SAS helps manage big data securely. A typical use case might involve a nurse analyzing EMR data using SAS to detect adverse drug events and flag high risk medication combinations, especially in the elderly patients. Now, let's look at Jamovi. It's an intuitive statistical software ideal for the beginners. Jamovi is a free, open source platform built on R. It's designed to simplify the data analysis with its drag and drop interface, built in statistical tests such as t tests and ANOVA, and automatic visual outputs. This makes it a preferred choice for the educators and practitioners who want ease without sacrificing analytical power. For example, a nurse educator may use Jamovi to compare pre and post test scores of the students who completed a training module. And this software quickly runs the pair t test and generates the clear graphs, helping visualize the effectiveness of the intervention. Finally, let's explore the data visualization tools like Tableau, Excel, and rggplot2. These tools they transform complex research data into visual formats such as bar graphs, pie charts, and heat maps, making the findings easier to interpret and share. They are especially valuable when presenting results to the non technical stakeholders. For instance, a nurse can use Tableau to display infection trends to the hospital administrators, helping pinpoint which units need urgent attention. This visual clarity promotes quicker, more strategic decisions. And to summarize, I would like to say the computer based statistical tools empower nurses to participate actively in evidence based practice. They reduce manual effort, improve accuracy, and simplify the translation of raw data into meaningful insights. To deepen your understanding and gain hands on experience with the tools we have discussed, this slide provides a curated list of useful links. You will find. Let's take a quick pause and check your understanding. Let's take a moment to recap some of the key concepts we have covered so far. First, we introduced the basic computer functions that support everyday nursing tasks, things like setting up passwords, connecting to Wi Fi, pairing devices via Bluetooth. These are the foundational digital skills for efficient workplace functioning. Next, we looked at commonly used applications like Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. These tools are essential for documentation, managing data, and creating presentations in a healthcare setting. We also highlighted the importance of cultivating good digital habits such as using strong passwords, logging out of devices, and locking the screens. These simple actions they go a long way in maintaining data security and ensuring the safe computer use. Another critical area we explored was the potential risk associated with computer use, like data breaches, malware, and unauthorized access. With careful behavior, regular updates, and basic awareness, these risks can be significantly minimized. We also discussed how computer technology empowers the nurses in the diverse roles, be it education, administration, clinical practice, or research. The overarching benefit is improved accuracy, easier access to information, and enhanced efficiency in care delivery. Continuing our recap, let's shift our focus to the role of computer technology in nursing research and evidence based practice. First, we saw how digital tools are transforming the research landscape. With better ways to gather, analyze, and share data, nurses can conduct more robust and impactful research, ultimately improving the patient outcomes and enhancing the nursing practice. Second, for literature review and planning, platforms such as PubMed, Google Scholar, Mendeley, Zotero, Sciencespace, and Typeset.io are invaluable. These tools they support the identification of relevant evidence, uncover the gaps in research, and guide the direction of new studies. Next, for the data collection systems like RedCap, EpiInfo, electronic medical records, and dedicated mobile apps, they allow for the real time, accurate data entry. This reduces the chances of errors and supports the large scale research efforts. Finally, we revisited how statistical softwares tools like Excel, SPSS, R, and SAS empower the nurses to perform critical analysis. These tools they allow us to apply statistical tests, create visual summaries like charts, and interpret the results with clarity, ensuring our research findings are both meaningful and actionable. So, here are some of the key references for you to have a look at a later period. Thank you for your attention and participation in Module 1 of the Digital Health Foundation course for nursing. And we explored the foundational aspects of the computer technology and research tools in nursing practice, from this basic digital literacy to the advanced data visualization and statistical analysis. Thank you.